evening, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Saturday, April 6, 2024, also known as my 42nd birthday. I'm coming fresh off the heels of my annual birthday bash marathon here on DSPGaming. Whew, what a day we had. Tons of stuff went down today. Let's talk about it. So, the first thing, foremost and most important, everyone seemed to have a good time, including me, and it went down without a hitch. No drama, no problems. Everything went very, very smooth. I'm obviously happy for that. And it means that, you know, there's content everywhere now. Wait till you hear all the content we made today. First of all, today's Level 1 podcast went extra long because after me covering some interesting things such as schedule changes, I'm now going to be here all week long like normal. Remember, originally I was going to have a shortened week. Well, now that changed again because my wife's work schedule changed. So that's one different change. Things coming up on DSP Throwback. The Fallout 3 playthrough is coming very soon, and I actually released a 4-minute head-to-head comparison video of the original Fallout 3 versus the new Fallout 3. I hope you give that a look over on DSP Throwback. We talked about tons of various topics and things like that. And the podcast would not end. Like, no exaggeration, today's Level 1 podcast is one of the longest ones I've ever done. People just kept wanting to talk, which I'm happy. You know, today we didn't have any kind of a crazy set schedule that we needed to get to. And people just wanted to chat, and people were coming by and supporting and being very nice. And I was like, let's just keep talking. So we did. We ended up, instead of being like an hour and a half show, it ended up being like almost 2.5 hours. I'm serious. It went almost a whole extra hour. But everyone loved it. Then we jumped into the gaming schedule, which took about an hour to do this gaming schedule update. And what we discovered is that essentially early May and early June are kind of wide open, while late May and late June will be very heavy for game releases. Though summer currently has almost nothing, but I think that's because Summer Game Fest and the like hasn't happened yet, so we just don't have many release dates for the rest of the year. So April is pretty good right now. We basically need like one more game to balance out April, because the stuff we're doing right now is already time-consuming. But once you get like one more game in the mix, whether that's a Game Pass game or something else, we should be set for April. But it will be early May, where we're likely going to be searching around for new stuff to do, and I'm sure we'll begin to talk about that now. Okay. So, gaming schedule update went well. Then we played about an hour to hour and a half of Helldivers 2. I think it was just like an hour, 15 minutes or something like that. What's really sucked about it, though, so the first match, you know, I joined a group and we were fighting robots today. We weren't fighting the bugs. We were actually fighting the robots today. And actually it was going pretty good. I was learning how to fight them and I was having a good time. It was about a 25-minute match and we were about to adjourn and the match drops. I was like, what? So the match drops, and it's like, oh, you lose everything. You get nothing. You got nothing? So I got no rewards, no experience, nothing. I think they gave me like 15 consolatory medals or something like that. I was like, that's bullshit for a half an hour wasted gameplay. That's really stupid. I joined another match. That one we were able to complete. And that one I got a good amount of rewards. So now it looks like I can get a bunch of unlockables when I play it again. So that's good. And I drank a mojito during that. So I was a little bit buzzed playing it. Then the food arrived, and the food was, it was a Korean barbecue, and it was a pretty good spread of spicy pork with a few other sides, so that was delicious. And then after that, we jumped into reacting. For about an hour and a half, I reacted to about 9 or 10 of my most popular videos of all time. And as I'm doing this reacting, we realize a major pattern, okay? First of all, that the YouTube algorithm is kind of random, because the parts that got the most popular weren't necessarily more entertaining than any other parts of the playthrough. It was just YouTube picked at those parts as the algorithm to be popular. But also, a lot of trends. For example, did you know that over 15 years ago, I did a online co-op before anyone else is doing it, and it was almost like very innovative to the point where it inspired other people? I know for a fact it did because people have told me over the years it did. Me and John Rambo doing Rise of Nightmares DLC for Resident Evil 5 was one of the first major co-op playthroughs like that on YouTube, and it got millions of views. Okay? In addition, when I first started on YouTube, did you know I didn't do playthroughs? I did clips. I did like minute-long to 2-minute-long clips, just highlights of gameplay, which now you would call a YouTube short or a TikTok highlight. I was doing that at first, but then people actually asked me to go more in-depth and do full raw playthroughs, so I did. But at first, my idea was to just do those highlight clips. And that's actually one of my major videos that got over 1 million views. Is just a minute long. Pretty crazy. On top of that, other trends, such as the video essay, which is now insanely popular on YouTube. I was doing them. One of my million view videos is a video essay that I did one year. And, you know, again, it was before they were super popular on YouTube. So it's like, what I love is when people criticize me and say things like, for 15, 16 years, Phil just does the same thing every day. He just sits down and plays video games. It's completely false. I've done so many different things that have been innovative. It's just that I don't get the credit for them because I'm a meme. I'm a negative meme, and people just never want to give me credit for anything, despite the fact that it's truthful. So it's funny. We're watching all these clips. We're like, oh my God, that's seriously exactly what's popular today, but it's like 10 years before. Oh my God, this is a playthrough that's a co-op playthrough that looks like what everyone else ended up doing, right? But he Phil did it before, you know? Anyway, that was fun. And then we did do some Street Fighter 6 as well. We did about an hour of Zangief online play. Admittedly, I'm rusty with Zangief, and I'm having problems remembering exactly how to play with him because there was a few things I couldn't remember his normals that were the best in situations, and like corner combo. I couldn't remember his corner combo. I forgot it. I remembered it after I finished. Seriously. I was turning the game off. I'm like, oh yeah, that's it. Shit. Right? But it went well. You know, people enjoyed it. And then to adjourn, our final thing we did was a piece of brownie, not cake, but brownie that my wife had made. It was chocolate brownie with a peanut butter frosting with nuts on top, and it was really good. And overall, you know, I've been here a long time today. You know, I started the stream around 10:30 this morning. It's now 8:47 p.m., so I've been here like 10 straight hours. It was a great time. It was relaxing. It was fun. It was chill. Everyone was nice. People were very supportive of the stream. This channel got a big boost today, which it needed. It badly needed a boost after being down for 2 months because of RPG overload. Well, now that RPG overload is over, it seems like people are very willing to come back to the channel and engage and support and do everything that makes the channel good again. So thank you so much for that. I mean, views all day were great. Everything was good. I have zero complaints. Super fun birthday marathon. Now, how will the content be broken up? The podcast, the schedule update, the Helldivers 2 gameplay, the Street Fighter 6 gameplay, the final adjournment video, and this daily wrap will all go live on this channel today. Or tonight, I should say. You might be seeing this video before the rest of it because it's the shortest video of all of those, okay? The food vlog of me having the Korean barbecue will be an episode of Feasting with Phil that will go live over on the DSP Reacts channel. The reacting of me watching back my biggest, most popular clips of all time, that will go live on the Throwback channel, DSP Throwback, 1 part a day. It was 3 half-an-hour parts. I figure I'll do 1 tonight, 1 Sunday, 1 Monday. That'll break it up so the channel doesn't get flooded. You know, right now, every day there's a new gameplay video. Starting tomorrow, there's the Walking Dead stuff, which I'll talk about in a sec. So I don't want to overload that channel with so many videos in a short period of time. So I'm going to spread it out over a couple days, okay? So, great day. Awesome fun. I still have a lot of work to do because I have to upload all these videos. Then I have to set up the schedule for tomorrow. I have to set up the streams for tomorrow. I have to now set up the playlist for tomorrow's React show. I have a ton of shit to do. So I got to get out of here, all right? But tomorrow is React Day. Sunday, April 7th, we'll start with a podcast here on the channel where I'm sure we'll be talking about how fun the marathon was and more. Then it will be DSP versus the Internet, my weekly clip show on the DSP Reacts channel on the first stream. Then on the night stream at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, it is the premiere of The Walking Dead, the Telltale series, Season 1, Episode 1's Retro React, where we're going to watch it back live together and react to it. It's going to be just as fun as Heavy Rain, I feel, because it's the same exact style of game. So to see my commentary, my choices, which I don't remember what my choices were, will be really fun to do together tomorrow night. Keep in mind, this is the playthrough everyone wanted. When I was playing Heavy Rain, people were like, so when's Walking Dead? Because that's the next best one, right? And I was like, oh, I don't know. Well, tomorrow, okay? So I hope to see you all day tomorrow for reacting. If you're not into that, on Monday, I'll be finishing up Alone in the Dark. Okay? Everyone, thank you. Amazing birthday. Super fun. Everything went well. I thank you all very much. I wish you the best. Have a good evening. I'll see you in the morning for a full day of reacting. Peace out.